my name is Tom Sawyer. I don't want to be no doctor or no lawyer. Fishing by the river, that's the only place to be. I want to be free sitting under a tree, that's me. Of Tom Sawyer, me and Unc Finn just playing by the river, chasing that steamboat teacher, let me be. I wanna be free sitting under a tree. That's me!
Oh, yeah! Look at that, Huck, look! Ha!
Yeah.
Got me a real big one.
Help! Help!
Appears to me like somebody might need some help.
I'm fine. Help, Huck, he's pulling me into the river.
Somebody help me! I'm floating away. I'll be in St. Louis before nightfall if somebody don't help me.
Help me,
That
Huck!
poor old drunk Muff Potter.
Help! He's gonna break my best fishing pole. Give me a hand.
Hold on, Tom. Aw, gee.
He got away.
Golly, he sure was a big one, Tom. Huh?
I'm going home.
Well,
Help!
Huh?
I wonder if old Muff's really in trouble.
Help!
I wonder why his boat keeps on drifting downstream.
Probably so drunk he forgot to bring any oars with him.
I'm thinking maybe he could use some saving, Tom.
Yeah, well, how do we get out there to him?
Well, we could swim out there and push the darn boat in.
For Pete's sake, somebody help me before I drift into the rapids. Help me! Hey! Ooh, oh.
I think maybe he's a mite nervous.
Yeah, maybe he don't know how to swim.
He's just got himself liquored up and he's scared.
I say let's go get him.
I reckon.
Yep.
Come on.
Oh, poor old Muff Potter's a goner for sure. Hey! Hey! Help! Hey, you boys up there! Come on, give me a hand, will you? Help! Help! I don't want to float away to China. Come on, give me a hand!
Don't you think you better sit down before you fall down, Mr. Potter?
Oh, yeah, I beg your pardon.
What were you doing out on the river without a paddle anyhow?
Well, nobody had helped me. They just stood there and laughed at me while I floated away.
Oh, Muff, I reckon they was just funning around with you.
Well, I may drink a little too much, but I don't remember ever causing anybody any trouble.
Maybe the town folk don't think that way.
How come you let your oars get away from you?
Didn't have no oars with me in the first place. I fell asleep in the boat. When I woke up, the moorings was loose and I was drifting away.
You mean it just untied itself while you was sleeping?
No, I'm sure it didn't happen by itself. Somebody that don't like old Muff tried to do me in for sure. Yep. Well, boys, I'd sure like to reward you, but I'm plumb out of money.
Don't mention it. We were happy to help. Why are you always drinking?
Well, there must have been a reason somewhere along the way, but I swear I forgot what it is.
Aunt Polly says it makes your brain rot.
I reckon it's those things that does a body the most harm, that he's least likely to want to give up. Here's to you. Hey, now wait just a minute here. Maybe there is something I can do to reward you.
Is he kidding us, Huck?
I can clue you in how to get rich. What I'm speaking about is pirate's treasure buried up somewhere by St. Pete.
Huh?
That's right.
Treasure?
Back a long time ago, pirates that was trying to escape the militia headed north up the Mississippi. The plan was to try to reach the safety of St. Petersburg before the militia caught up with them, being careful to protect their treasure along the way, naturally. They never made it to St. Petersburg, but something happened to the treasure because nobody ever found it. Folks say once they was surrounded, knowing it was just a matter of time before they was caught, they buried the treasure.
Do you mean it's still there? Now?
As far as I know, nobody's ever dug it up to this day.
Tell us where it's hidden, Muff, and maybe we can find it for you.
Well, I'm not positive, but according to what I've heard,
What have you heard?
it's buried somewhere up on the west side of Cardiff Hill.
We need better directions than that. Cardiff Hill goes on for miles and miles.
That's right. That hill's a mighty big place to be looking for treasure. But if you do find the treasure, I'd be happy to take just half of it and give the rest to you. I'd look for it myself if I could find the time.
How did you come to hear about Captain Pollock's treasure, Muff?
My father told me, but being a drunk, he never told it the same way twice. He heard about it from his father, but it's anybody's guess how much of the story's true and how much ain't.
Then it was your grandfather who knew about the treasure to begin with?
That's right, Tom. My grandpappy was one of the original members of Captain Pollock's scurvy crew.
You say he was a pirate?
Yeah, that's what he was, all right. And he was the only one they was never able to catch.
Wow, that means you got pirate blood in your veins.
Yep. Is that so surprising?
It is to me. Say, Huck, I'm thinking we should go up to Cardiff Hill and look for that Captain Pollock's treasure. I bet you it wouldn't be a bit hard to find.
Sounds like a great idea to me.
You know, I remember hearing people talk about this Captain Pollock, but I never heard he was captured round here.
Muff's crazy.
Do you mean to say you jumped in the river to save that scalawag, Muff Potter?
That's right, ma'am.
By yourself?
No, ma'am, Huck was with me. We pushed the boat to shore, and we saved him.
You were playing with Huck Finn?
I'm sorry.
You should be.
If we'd have left him out there by himself without any paddles, he'd have been to St. Louis by tomorrow, or the boat would have capsized and he'd have drowned.
Well, I never.
Say, Aunt Polly, what kind of man was Muff Potter's granddaddy?
Well, I'm not old enough to have known him.
Well, how about his daddy? Did you know him?
Yes, he worked in the mine. And he drank entirely too much, just like Muff does.
Do you think it's possible that Muff's grandfather was a pirate?
Is it possible? Well, anything's possible, but I never heard of that.
Oh, I wonder what it could be then. I bet you he just hid his true identity because he didn't want anybody to know.
What are you muttering about? I don't want you ever again to swim alone in that river. And I don't want you playing with that Huck Finn anymore. Now eat your dinner before it gets cold.
A feller has to keep his strength up when he has a big job ahead of him, and all I could think of was getting a hold of a shovel and digging up that treasure.
Sawyer?
Tom.
What do you mean by disturbing this class with that kind of behavior?
I'm sorry.
It seems to me you're having a concentration problem. Come here, Sawyer. Perhaps what you need is a taste of the whip.
Oh, no.
Yes, sir. I sure ain't gonna feel like sitting down for a while.
Poor Tom, but it was your own fault, you know.
Becky, what would you do if suddenly I were rich?
And who's gonna make you rich overnight, Tom Sawyer?
I don't know, but just supposing. You wouldn't mind if it happened, would you?
Like I said, who's gonna make you rich?
I can't talk about it just yet.
Oh? You mean you're getting rich is some kind of special secret?
Not really.
Then why won't you share the secret with me, Tom?
'Cause I promised Muff Potter I wouldn't tell nobody about the pirate treasure.
What do you mean, pirate treasure?
Oh! I gave away the secret.
From what I've heard, Muff Potter is a crazy old man. Huh?
There's a lot more to Muff Potter than most people give him credit for. Ooh.
Oh, dear. Here.
Muff! Muff?
Oh, Tom. What an unexpected pleasure running into you here.
What happened to you?
Well, I ran out of money, so they invited me to leave. Not entirely friendly of them.
Oh. It's Injun Joe.
Howdy, Muff.
Oh, hello there, Joe. Good to see you.
My pleasure. You look a little dry, Muff. Come on with me. I'd be happy to buy you another drink.
Yeah. Well, now, I'm much obliged to you, Injun Joe. So long, Tom, little lady. Sorry I can't invite you to join us.
And in return for the favor, we're gonna become partners, ain't we?
All right, Joe. Whatever you say. Suits me fine. Thanks a lot.
Whatever you do, Muff, don't tell him about the...
He scares me, Tom.
Never mind, Muff.
Well, I'll be seeing you later, Tom. I got some business to discuss here.
You mean that bumbling old drunk is Muff Potter?
Yep, and the guy who come to fetch him was Injun Joe.
I want to go home, Tom.
Injun Joe's probably come back to the village looking for trouble. He may even be involved in a murder, rumor has
Tom,
it.
I'm scared. What should we do?
Not much we can do, sit and pray for Muff.
What about the buried treasure?
Becky's right. I'd better do something about it. And fast. I'm here.
I'm here. Come ahead. You playing games again?
I'm telling you, Huck, there's pirate treasure out there and we're gonna get it.
My father was a drunk and he told more yarns than anybody. How come you believe this particular one, Tom?
Because what Muff told us is the truth.
I just don't know.
Come on, Huck, be my partner.
It's gonna be a goose chase.
Well, it's sure impossible for me to dig up Cardiff Hill all alone.
You want my help?
That was the idea.
Nope.
I thought you and me was best friends, Huck.
I just don't want to waste my time.
Maybe there's more than just pirate treasure out there. Maybe there's all sorts of things waiting to be discovered.
What kind of things?
Well, suppose somebody else kept their stolen goods buried out there along with all that pirate treasure. We'd be twice as...
Shh, be quiet.
What's the matter?
Somebody's there.
What's the matter with you, Potter? Hurry up.
These dang things are heavy, Joe.
Give 'em here, then. I'll carry 'em.
You know, it appears to me we're taking an awful roundabout way to get to Cardiff Hill, Joe.
Might take a bit longer, but this way we won't be seen.
Excuse me.
Looks like Muff and Injun Joe are planning to do some digging.
You believe me now about the pirates being real?
Well, I believe something might be buried. I reckon it could be treasure.
And Muff told us about it because we saved him.
Yeah? Let's follow him.
All right.
But we have to be careful because both of them is bad business.
What are we stopping for? Huh? What's the matter? You see something back there in the bushes or what?
Keep your head down.
What is it, Joe?
Keep moving, Muff.
Wait a minute, Joe. I'm plumb tuckered out. I need to rest for a spell.
We should be just about there by now.
Well, just give me a minute to catch my breath here.
Well, where is it?
Where's what?
The spot we're supposed to start digging. Where is it? Don't you remember?
What are you talking about?
The place where that pirate captain buried the treasure you've been blabbing about all over town.
My grandpappy told me it was buried somewhere on Cardiff Hill. That's all I can remember.
Now, you listen to me, Potter. Cardiff Hill's an awful big place to start digging for buried treasure when you don't know where to begin. We could be out here all day. Now, where's that spot? Point it out.
I don't know.
You listen to me. I don't care how fogged up your brain is from liquor. I want to find that treasure and get out of here as quick as we can without stirring up any trouble.
Well, my memory's not what it used to be, but I'll do my best, Joe.
You do that, Potter, and you'll end up richer than you ever dreamed of.
Well, I'm trying to remember. I'm just a little foggy.
Well, try harder.
Yeah?
Because if you don't, I'm going to wrap this shovel around your scrawny little neck, you understand?
You could beat my brains out with it. But if I can't remember, I can't remember, and that's all there is to it. Maybe somebody else has already come along and dug it up. Did you ever think about that, Joe?
Listen here, Potter. I'm running out of patience real fast.
Easy now.
You see that big elm tree over yonder?
Yeah,
If I was a betting man, I'd wager that'd be a good place to start digging.
that sounds good.
Or maybe that shed beside the barn.
Yeah, that sounds even better, Joe. Let's go.
You fool.
Oh,
What do you take me for? I wasn't born yesterday. That shed's almost brand new, and that pirate treasure was buried years ago.
I don't know what you want from me, Joe. Honest, I don't.
Potter, everybody knows that Captain Pollock buried that treasure somewhere on Cardiff Hill. Now, if you want to stay alive and healthy, you better tell me where, understand?
I think I get your drift.
Because if you don't tell me, you're a dead man.
All right, Joe. Just let me sit down and think about it a while. Let me see, what did Grandpappy say? I gotta remember. But I can't. I just can't remember, Joe. Not for the life of me.
Injun Joe couldn't get a secret out of Muff.
Can't remember, the drunk can't remember.
Old Muff can't remember.
We're gonna find the treasure.
We're gonna find the treasure.
I'm a bird, wee! Let's go home. Come on, Tom,
Right.
let's skedaddle.
We're gonna be rich, huh? Good afternoon, Sheriff Collins.
Hi, Tom.
When I found the shovels missing, I reported it to Sheriff Collins.
I would have done the same thing myself, given the
Afternoon,
circumstances.
Mr. Rogers.
Afternoon, Tom.
Excuse me, sir, but what was Sheriff Collins doing here?
No problems, Tom. Sheriff Collins was just checking out a report I'd made a while back about some shovels that had been stolen from my store.
You know who stole them?
Injun Joe, and he had that drunk Muff Potter with him.
Oh, them.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of characters like him hanging around our village, so I reported the theft to the proper authorities, and we'll just let the due process of law take its proper course.
Oh.
Are you wanting something special, Tom?
I need some trout flies.
You'll find them right over here, Tom. Here. You can just pick out whatever you want.
That's the one. Oh! Ah!
Joe, what do you want?
I'm told these here shovels belong to you, John Rogers. And I wouldn't want you branding me a thief.
You've branded yourself.
Well then, Mr. Potter, let's go and have ourselves a drink.
What a dreadful man. Oh,
I almost wish he hadn't returned them. Shucks. I could have had him jailed for this.
Nobody calls me that.
Injun Joe and Muff Potter weren't our typical neighbors. The people of St. Petersburg were pretty decent for the most part. Life on the Mississippi was peaceful and pleasant, and I felt right lucky to be living here. The prospect of finding buried treasure just made it that much more appealing and exciting.
I'm sorry to bother your supper, ma'am.
Yes, Jim?
Someone done made off with the shovel.
The shovel?
Hey, that's right. Didn't I see you with the shovel, Tom?
Sorry, Jim. I looked for you, but you weren't around.
I must have been working, I guess.
I'll bring it back tomorrow, I promise.
All right.
Whatever did you want with that shovel, Tom?
Nothing.
Don't be smart.
I meant to dig me a hole.
I think he was looking for China.
I want the truth.
That is.
That's nonsense and you know it. I want some answers from you, Thomas, right now. Do you hear me?
Thanks for dinner.
Tom Sawyer, you come back here. Oh, that boy. What's a body to do with the likes of that boy?
Truth of the matter was, sometimes I didn't know what to do with me either. Then I'd get to thinking about old Huck and how lucky he was. Nobody all the time prying into his business, asking questions about his every move, getting to live in his very own house. He could sleep in his clothes even, and nobody to tell him no different. Nobody to cook his meals, nobody to make his bed, nobody to... Well, maybe he ain't altogether lucky after all. I reckon Aunt Polly's right. Everybody's got to learn to count their own blessings.
These are the stories of Tom Sawyer. Me and Unc Finn just playing by the river, chasing that steamboat teacher, let me be.